What's up, guys? Well, I came across a very interesting video Sunday night slash Monday morning as I do this. As you guys know, I have been asking about Errol Spence and why he is not enrolled in the VADA clean boxing program. On his box rig page, it does not list him being enrolled in the VADA clean boxing program, as many other fighters are. A lot of fighters coming up fighting soon, big name fighters. Some fighters that are not big names are enrolled, okay? Now, after watching a video on YouTube, which I'm about to comment on, and doing my research and everything, when it comes to the VADA Clean Boxing Program, the WBC mandates anybody who is ranked in the top 15, you must be enrolled in the VADA Clean Boxing Program to maintain your ranking, okay? And also, I believe, to challenge for a WBC title, or if you are signed up to be fighting for a title, or if they vote saying that you can fight for a title, you are subjected to being tested. That is the way I read it. I believe in their WBC rules. Okay, and there is a link. I will try to put a link to all of my research material. I will try to put the link in the description box. There are quite a few links. Okay, but it seems to be pretty strict, pretty stringent. Okay, if you are a champion, you're going to be tested. If you are in the top 15, you're going to be tested. Okay. Uh, and as far as I know, if you are signed up to fight for the title, you will be tested most likely day of the fight, or night of the fight. You will be tested. Okay. You will have your blood and urine taken. Okay. So I have been questioning, why is Errol Spence not enrolled? What's the problem? And of course, it was reported that he had been dropped from WBC rankings because he did not enroll and he did not get tested. Okay, and I have been questioning why. If he is on the up and up, why is he not enrolled? Why did he not take the test? Okay, so there is a video by Fight Hype. Okay, shout out to them, that they uploaded sometime tonight. Okay, the title is Errol Spence insists he'll be, in quotes, top dog at 147 after beating, I guess it's Brook, okay, because it cuts off on my TV screen. But and there's some more to the title, but go to Fight Hype. It will be one of the recent videos. But if you type in Errol Spence insists he'll be top dog at 147 after beating Brook, it should pop up. Okay. And one of these reporters had the guts to ask him about VADA. Why he didn't enroll, the backlash from the fans, etc., etc. Okay. This was his quote. Okay. No, I did not duck VADA testing. The WBC dropped me out, and I tweeted somebody. If they would have had me in the rankings, I would have took it. Cause I called one of Al's guys, Brad, and was like, "Do I have to take the test?" He was like, "No, you don't have to do it, because you're not in the top 10. I was like, "Okay, if I was in the top 10, I would have taken it, no problem." Okay, now let me attack what he said. Okay, first off, he said if they would have had me in the rankings, I would have took it. Okay. Now, first off, they did have him in the rankings. Okay. Now, I'm guessing he was unranked. I did not follow this. I did not research this part of it because, I did enough research and it is getting pretty late here. Okay. But I'm assuming what happened is he was not in the top 15, obviously, because if he was, he would have to be enrolled. Okay. So he was not in the top 15. Maybe they had a meeting or a vote, some type of vote, to where Errol Spence all of a sudden went from being not in the top 15 to being voted and ranked as the number 3 challenger in the welterweight division for the WBC. Okay, I'm assuming that's what happened. Okay, so he was ranked, and then I'm assuming at that point they went to him and said, "Look, we're giving you a number 3 ranking in the WBC." You know, and that is pretty prestigious to say he was unranked to all of a sudden be a number 3. You know, now, this is what I'm assuming is what happened. Okay, and when they presented the guy the ranking, he had to ask if he had to take the test. Okay. Now, why? Why would he ask if he had to take the test? If he was on the up and up, if he was a clean athlete, he is a young fighter. He has not been a pro for 5 years. He has not won a world title yet. The WBC is the most prestigious sanctioning body with the most prestigious title, the green belt. Okay, everybody knows this. Okay, so why would he not hop on that number 3 ranking? Why would he not go ahead and take the test? Why would he have to be hesitant and ask if he had to take the test? Okay, why would he say it was a problem? Okay, so they gave him a gift ranking. Okay, they obviously thought a lot of the guy. All he had to do was take the test. Okay, he would have been ranked number 3. He refused. Why? You know, that is a good question. Why would he refuse it? He was not ranked, okay, but all of a sudden he was ranked, and he refused the test. Okay. When the WBC presented the ranking and mandated the test, why did he have to ask Brad if he had to take the test? Could it be because something was in his system and he couldn't pass? You know, that is a question to ask. You know, is it possible that something needed to cycle through? That he could not pass the test at that time? That he had been taking something? You know, it is a question to ask, okay? As a young, hungry, eager fighter who wants the green belt, why not jump at the chance to test and be highly ranked? Okay? As I said, the WBC clean boxing program is mandatory for the top 15, not the top 10. So either somebody gave him bad information or he is not remembering correctly, okay? Because it is top 15, not top 10, okay? Now, maybe he was unranked and it was not mandatory before he was unranked, but once they ranked him, it became mandatory. So, yes, he did have to take the test once he was ranked number 3. Okay, furthermore, any fighter can voluntarily sign up for the VADA clean boxing program. Any fighter can do that, okay? You know, it does not have to be mandated for you to to partake in the VADA clean boxing program. You know, he should want to do that on his own. I looked at videos that I looked at for research on this. People tried to defend Errol Spence, saying that, you know, he was going after the IBF title. He's not, you know, he's not going after the WBC. They said that once he beats Brook, he's going to be the IBF champion. The WBC won't rank him anyway. You know, all this kind of stuff trying to make excuses for Errol Spence. Well, guess what? That shit does not fly. Why? Because the reigning, defending IBF welterweight champion himself, Mr. Brook, the one who gets criticized for ducking and fighting weak opposition and all this kind of bullshit, okay, he is voluntarily enrolled in the VADA clean boxing program. That's right. Brook is the IBF champion who is someone who does not have to be enrolled in this program at all. Could ignore this, could say, I'm the IBF champ. I do not have to deal with VADA and the WBC and their clean box program. This man is enrolled voluntarily in their program. Go to his BoxRec page and check for yourself. Just type it up. Type it up in Google. Brook BoxRec. His BoxRec page will pop up. Go to it and you will see it on the page. VADA CBP enrolled. Brook IBF champ, not ranked by the WBC, but he is enrolled in that clean boxing program. So guess what? That leaves no excuse for Errol Spence or anybody else out there. You know, if this guy does not have to be enrolled, and he is when he is a champ in another sanctioning body, what's the excuse for anybody else? There is no excuse. No excuse whatsoever. If somehow, some way Errol Spence was to take this title from Brook, He should enroll just like Kell Brook is enrolled in the program as IBF champ. He should do the same thing. So it's no excuse. Absolutely no excuse. Okay. Now, the last thing that he said in this quote, he said, if I was in the top 10, I would have taken it, no problem. Okay. Why was it a problem to take the test? If clean, take it. Should be no hesitation. He was ranked in the top 10. He was number 3. Okay. So it should not have been a problem to take this test. Okay. He should not have said that. Okay. Do I have to take the test? He was like, no, you don't have to because you're not in the top 10. I was like, okay. If I was in the top 10, I would have taken it. No problem. You know, if you are a clean athlete, if you're on the up and up, you should take that test, man. You know, a number 3 ranking from the WBC. I'm telling you, man, it does not, something doesn't smell right, man. It just doesn't. Now, I don't have any proof of this man doing anything wrong, but I'm telling you, man, they gave this guy a number 3 ranking. He went from being out of the top 15, not ranked, to being number 3. You know, they were talking about putting him in an eliminator with Tim Bradley, okay? And this guy, man, he did not sign up for the program. And I don't know why. You know, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. So, I just had to comment on the guys after hearing Mr. Errol Spence's quote. I'm going to read it again. No, I did not duck VADA testing. WBC dropped me out, and I tweeted somebody. If they would have had me in the rankings, I would have took it. Because I called one of Al's guys, Brad, and was like, do I have to take the test? He was like, no, you don't have to do it because you're not in the top 10. I was like, okay. If I was in the top 10, I would have taken it. No problem. You know? So they tried to use the excuse that they were not ranked and he didn't have to take it. He was ranked. They gave him a number 3 ranking. So he was ranked, and it was mandated for him to take it at that time, and he refused. That's what happened, okay? You know? Now, he could have voluntarily signed up for the program long ago when they first started, okay? Like I said, Kell Brook is voluntarily in the program. He could be in the program also, even though he was not ranked. You know, so there's no excuse. If you are clean on the up and up fighter, sign up and take this program, man. You know, no excuse, you know. But see, when you're not taking the test, you know, as he is not enrolled in the program now, and he's not, you know, subjected to random testing, you know, he could, if something was in his system, he could have time for it to possibly clear and then test clean on future tests. But at that time, when he could have been caught off guard in a random test, maybe he was not ready and could have popped positive. Maybe if he was taking something, okay? So that's the way I see it, guys. I had to comment on it because I've been asking why this man is not enrolled, you know, and somebody asked him and we got a quote on it. And I had to comment on it, you know. There's no excuse for Errol Spence, man. Absolutely no excuse, man. A lot of guys are enrolled in this program that do not have to be. If he wants to be a WBC challenger or a champion, he needs to enroll in this program. He's going to have to be, you know, as a champ or as a challenger. If you are in the top 15 in WBC, you have to be enrolled in the VADA Clean Boxing program, you know. So that's all I got to say, guys. Want to comment on this? Let me know what you guys think about it. I love to know what you guys think about all this, and we can talk about it. Y'all take care.